Fact of the day.
Fact of the day.
Hi, hello, and welcome to Fact of the Day with me, Mark Lotsu. How to make uranium into a nuclear fuel. So, uranium is an ore and it's found pretty much everywhere. It's just always found in the Earth's crust. But like anything, if you want to mine it, you go to the areas where it's mostly concentrated. Now, almost half of the world's production of uranium comes from very few countries. These include Canada, Australia, Niger, Namibia and Russia. So there's two ways of extracting the uranium that we want from the ore. And we want to get out the uranium oxide. So two ways of doing it. One, crush up the ore, mix it with water, then mix it with sulphuric acid to produce the uranium oxide. Or two, you just inject the groundwater, force the groundwater through the ore, and the groundwater is impregnated with loads of oxygen, and then that's also used to extract the uranium oxide. In both cases, you get this yellow liquid, and this yellow liquid can then be dried out to produce something called a yellow cake. Now, yellow cake sounds nice, it sounds like a cake, but don't eat it because it contains uranium. In terms of, oh my gosh, loads of radiation, no, not that much radiation at all, about as much as you get on a long-haul flight. Next is the enrichment stage. So in the enrichment stage, that's when you make it much more potent, as it were. So what you want is you want enriched uranium-235. So in order to get the enriched uranium-235, the uranium oxide is converted into uranium hexafluoride, and this is a gas. And then this is then spun in gas centrifuges, where you've got thousands of these tiny tubes spun at very high speeds in the refinery. And you get two streams of gas that comes off. One is the uranium-235, the enriched, that's the one we want. And the other is depleted uranium-235, also called uranium-238. And we don't really want that, but 85% of the uranium gas that goes through is this depleted stuff. Then the enriched uranium-235 is converted into uranium dioxide powder, and then it's pressed down into these tiny pellets, and then you put loads of these pellets into these fuel rods, and then you can have like 91 to 96 of these fuel rods into an assembly, and you can have anything from 300 plus up to about 800 of these assemblies in a nuclear reactor. One of those that boils water to produce steam, and that turns a turbine, which is linked to a generator, and that generates electricity. So when you're refining it, if you're refining uranium, it's about 5 to 10% of uranium-235, great, you've got some nuclear fuel and you can use that in your nuclear reactors. But naughty, if it gets up to 20%, that's the level you need in order to make a nuclear bomb, which nobody really wants, do they? Nope. So you can go dig in your garden, you can extract the uranium from the garden, and then you can spin it in a high centrifuge, and then you can make the yellow cake, and then you can produce this into these nuclear pellets, as this young boy did. Check this video out. That is how to make uranium fuel from uranium that we found in the ground. Thanks so much for watching. Love you, bye. Love you, bye. Love you, bye.